Welcome home all. You are live at the SuperMex HQ, also known as my casa, mi casa, su casa. So we are on a cheap date night. It is Friday. And obviously for, for some simple reasons as you're viewing, we are not in studio at Mad Talk Productions, KP1 Studios. We are at my house and we are going remote with KP on the other producing Mad. I don't know why he's always so angry, but he is a Mad producer. So we are up and live now, and I've got my special guest with me. I'll introduce in 1 second. But before we get started, I want to make sure we're clear. So almost all of the programming will continue. It'll just be in a different fashion. It'll be either remote from homes or maybe in KP's makeshift or wherever we need to get it done. Bottom line is you will continue to get SuperMex International Network programming all through this coming week. Come hell or water, you will see my face somewhere on screen, one way or the other, and we'll continue to bring you content, programming, and talk shows and etc. So all that's going to be the same. I'll put out a schedule for those of you guys that are new here. This is Cheap Date Night with SuperMex and my special guest. Again, we're going to introduce them. But these programs, these shows, you can view on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram in this particular case. So I want you guys to, first for starters, go to the YouTube channel. It's SuperMex. And then we have a little bit of fun at the end. We talk about some music and movies and TV or whatever it is you're doing. Okay. So it is a little different, obviously, because of the virus thing, right? And so you're at my house. You normally would have been at the studio, but you get to hang out with me, mom and pop, in the other room. But so you're out of school, obviously. What are you doing for practice, training, and all that stuff right now? Because season's never done, right? Yeah. High school state is done, but you still got freestyle, Greco, freestyle.
No, I still do.
Yeah. So what are you doing right now for practice?
Right now I just took a few days off for break.
What?
Yeah.
2 days?
Yeah.
Man, that's too many.
And I started working out in my garage. Normally, because all the clubs are closed because.
Yeah, they got shut down. They have no choice.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's probably hard to go live with anybody. You have any practice partners that you still roll with?
Not really, because everyone's stuck at home. So I just find stuff to do at home.
So it is I will say this, it is going to be hard to train.
Yeah.
And for those of you guys that don't know, that are my loyal fans that don't know, so I'm sorry if I didn't say that. So again, Christelle is a world silver medalist in wrestling and a 2-time California state champion. We're going to deal with difficulty because you're not the only one that obviously is facing this.
Yeah.
Everybody else has to deal with the same thing. So, you're going to have to be really, really disciplined.
Yeah.
About making sure you get your program down. You still eating good or?
Yeah, still eating good.
Clean, eating clean.
At least.
Yeah. I mean, because that's something you have control over as an athlete, what you put in your body, and then how you work out. Those are things you have control over. So what don't you have control over, like some of the competitions?
Well, some of the competitions got shut down, so I don't have control over that.
So what were you going to soon? What was coming up?
Women's nationals.
Women's nationals, and where was that at?
I'm not sure. They look like they're going to, but then
they want to try.
Time.
Well, you know what? The thing is that Coach Steiner and his brother, Coach Steiner, is the women's coach.
Yeah.
Right, the national women's coach. That's a lot. I never thought about that, but that's a logical conclusion.
Yeah.
Is that maybe they start a female program here, and then you can stay.
Yeah.
I mean, because all the other ones are way, they're far, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know they've got Menlo and some of the ones in the Bay, and then most of the others are across country.
Well, there's one that my second option is King University in Tennessee.
That's where Marina Regina went.
Yeah.
Yeah. You work with them too?
Yeah.
Are they your coaches too?
Yeah.
You got 1 million coaches, why not, right? Let's add the mix. Those are good girls. Girls. But yeah, King, I mean, they've got a serious program. They put money into their program and their girls, which is cool, right? Which is good. Homegirl got to get paid, right? A little bit. So you said the one that's getting pushed back, one in Texas.
Body bar.
Body bar. That's a big one, right?
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
So that one's, I think your pop was telling me that was in May.
Yes.
So we still have a little bit of, maybe it happens. Maybe. We'll see. But that one's in May. That's a big one. And then after that, what? Fargo?
I'm not sure. It depends if I win.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm gonna hold you there. What about like Fila Cadet, Fila Junior?
Okay.
Do you do those?
No.
Because those are age group for USA Wrestling and national, international. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
They're like, okay, so Fila Cadet is an age group that goes up to like 17 years old. It's the international age group for youth. And then the next age group is Fila Junior. Fila is the world governing body for wrestling.
Oh.
So Fila Junior is up to 20 years old. I'm trying to think, you have to be in that age group. How old are you right now?
16.
So you're under, so you'd be 17. And I'm pretty sure I'd have to go, it might have changed. You guys know, I've been out of the loop for a while here, but that's the international. Fila is the federal, the organization for the world body governing wrestling. So Fargo's in July. Do you have anything else between Body Bar and Fargo that you know of? No. So let's do this. So for sure, like I gave you a little bit of money, and I'm going to give you more, and I'm going to do clothes for you.
Thank
like
you.
SuperMex. I'll do it. I do it for you. And by the way, so on the record, our production assistant is the one that's been hounding me to let you know that I need to do clothes for you.
Thank you.
She's been telling me for a while I need for you. And I was like, I'm going to do it anyway. But it was all about, and you guys remember, I had my logo a long time ago. Yeah. But I've just been building, growing, and now we're ready to drop a large order and begin producing. So you're going to get that stuff anyway. But the reason I'm bringing it up is for those of you guys that see this and watch this. KP, if you're still with, KP's here. I got to figure out how he's listening to me because he's in another location. What we can do is maybe put up for Christelle either her Instagram or some other. We'll probably do that before we head out. Jerry or Saul, if you guys can give me the info, I could send it to KP and he can get it up on the screen before we head out. Time. But either way, we'll put up some kind of link, like the PayPal link, right? There's a PayPal.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, you guys have a PayPal link. So let's see. KP, I'm going to get that in a little bit. Try to get a PayPal link that we put up on the screen before the show's done tonight, so that those of you guys out there that are watching that want to help this young lady do her thing, it quite literally costs. I mean, you guys know how it works. It's not cheap to be good. It costs a lot to be good. And so what we'll do is put up the link for PayPal so you guys can send directly. There's no cost here. It doesn't go anywhere. It's not like send it somewhere and then somebody gets $10 out of it. This goes directly to Christelle and her family as they set her up to go to all these competitions, not just all over the country, but all over the world. Do you have anything planned? Like when are the World Championships?
That's I think during the summer after
the summer into the fall. When did you go last year? Was it like August, September?
August.
Is that about right? It was August, right?
Yeah.
I know it's like right around the time school starts.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so and that's a big one because you'll be out of area. And so what we need is I'm going to tell you guys all in SuperMex Nation and everywhere else that are watching this, because we're going to blow this out and get this a really large viewing. We'll get thousands of watchers. But I will say this. This isn't cheap, and it's not just the young lady. She has to go with the parent because she's a young lady. So she needs a parent to go with her, so there's incurred cost on top of that. We need to do as much as we can to offset that cost so Jerry or Saul, her parents, can go and support her and make sure she's taken care of and set so she can go compete at her best. Because when I'm sure you've got parents around, it makes it a little bit easier and more comfortable, more relaxing, if not cooking for you. Making food for you and tucking you in at night, you're still a little girl. But so we'll do that. We'll try to get the PayPal link up. KP, I'll send it to you or have it sent to you, and then see if you can get that up before we're finished up tonight. Okay, so we talked about competitions. Anything in particular about wrestling, or just you just like ready to get it on? I mean, you're done with state. You won a state title. Did you win kind of easy? Was it? I mean, a little bit of work or? How many matches did you have?
I believe 4, and then 5 was finals. So 5.
Were you seeded number 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. What weight?
111.
111?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to stay around that weight, or you don't know?
Probably not.
You got to grow too, girl.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the hard. I tell people all the time, for people, my friends out there that don't know wrestling, because we got audience all over the country right now. So the people that don't know, wrestling is, I've said this openly, no disrespect to anyone because it's male and female now. Wrestling is the hardest sport in scholastic athletics of any sport. And here's why. It's not just because it's physical. It's not because it's one-on-one with another person. You can't hide behind a tight end or a back. in football or something else. It's not a team thing. It's you. Okay. Well, this is what I tell people. The hardest thing to do, the hardest thing for us to ask of a kid, a student athlete growing up, is they're growing to cut weight. That's hard. You're growing. Yeah, you're growing and you're losing weight from the body at the same time. That is hard as hell.
Yeah.
And girls have it even worse. We won't get into too much of that, but it's even harder for girls.
Yeah.
So weight from the body while you're supposed to be growing. So it's the hardest thing, and I honestly believe that. And I've coached a lot of sports, taught a lot of martial arts, but wrestling for high school kids and below, it's the hardest thing to do is to lose weight while you're growing. Yeah, it makes it sound ugly, huh?
Because my foundation thinks it's chubby, so.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's not easy. It's hard. So you've got worlds coming up. You've got plenty. We'll get as much help to you as we can off this and maybe more later. Let's get to the personal stuff. So where are we time wise? What time do I got? Hey, production assistant.
It's 5:22.
22?
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing okay. We're doing good. We're good. Okay, so you know the deal. So what I do normally for cheap date night, we do music, we do movies, and we do TV. So since you're not at school right now, what are you watching? TV. You binge any TV series, Netflix, stuff like that? No?
No.
Get out of here. You don't watch any TV.
No.
I don't believe you.
No, I watch movies, but I don't watch TV.
No TV.
No TV.
Okay, let's go to that then. So what do you watch movies? What have you seen or what do you watch lately? Not in the theaters.
No. Obviously.
Wrestlers don't have time to go to theaters. That's too long.
I watched Adeline, or The Age of Adeline.
You seen that?
Yeah.
That movie. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna get that down. Age of Adeline. That's Blake Lively and Harrison Ford. That one's a couple years old, but I do like that movie. Okay, so Age of Adeline. What else? What do you got?
300.
You're watching old movies. 300 is older than dirt. And 300 is one of my best movies all time. You know why, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm the Spartan. You should know that. I had the Spartan Academy before there was a 300 movie. I was doing the Spartan thing in the 90s. 300, I got you. Gerard Butler. Still? Yeah, all right. Okay. You watching old stuff. Anything new?
Let's see. Dr. Sleep, that's the only newest
What's
movie.
that?
It's like a horror movie.
Dr. Sleep?
Dr. Sleep.
So the reason I write these down and I keep them is because so I try to stay relevant by figuring out what you guys are watching and listening to. I haven't watched as much horror lately, but I'll take a poke at that. Dr. Sleep. On what did you get it on?
That one, I got it from the Red Box.
Oh, so it's newer.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Dr. Sleep. Red Box, and that's a horror flick.
Yeah.
Who'd you watch it with? Virus?
No, he doesn't like horror movies. He gets scared. My mom.
Don't be picking on your brother. So, for those of you guys that don't know, the Virus is my boy, that little critter. That's Christelle's younger brother. He was known as the Virus. True story. You like that, huh? See what's going on here? True story. I was calling him the Virus 7, 8 years ago. He's known as the Virus. That is not a joke. That is not a falsehood. That's the truth. Am I right? I was calling him Virus how long ago? Years ago.
Yeah.
However, I will admit, I never called him coronavirus. I just called him the virus. The virus. What's that little boy up to? Causing you headache?
Yeah.
He's a little pain, huh? What grade is he?
He's gonna be in high school next year.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's going to be bad for you.
Yeah.
That is going to be bad
So
for
I
you.
want to graduate.
Before he gets in? I love that kid, though. Okay, so Dr. Sleep, Age of Adeline, 300. I've watched 2 of those. I will watch Dr. Sleep. Anything else? You're recommending to me now.
Braveheart. I like Braveheart.
Damn, girl, you're getting my movies. She's got all my movies. Braveheart's one of my all-time top 10 movies. Love that movie. Gotta love freedom, right? Okay, Braveheart with Mel Gibson. For all my guy friends out there, like, I love this little girl. She's got all the cool movies. Maybe not Age of Adeline, because that's more like a chick flick. But it is kind of a chick flick, but I do like Lively. She's good. Mel Gibson. All right, we got your movies. So let me see if I can give you a movie. What can I make you watch? What have I seen lately that I think you should take a look at? Trying to think. I've seen a lot of movies lately. A lot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of movies, man.
Really?
You want to watch one that's like Braveheart?
Yeah.
Really good, and you can get it off Netflix. It's called The King.
The King.
Yep. It's on Netflix. Came out this last year, and it's a really good movie because really good acting, a lot of good actors in it, and they do a damn good job. But it's about a period in English history that not a lot of people know about, and French history. And it's about a really, really important battle in time that changed the course of modern warfare. I won't get too goony on you because I'm an old history teacher too. But it's a great flick, and it breaks it down in simple detail, so you don't have to be an expert or have a PhD in history. You watch the movie and you're like, oh, that makes sense. It's linked to why cracking down on a single is better than just getting in there and then letting it go. You know, and they're defending you.
Yeah.
And if they defend you, you crack it down. Now you get to a better position. Maybe you can get the takedown.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's explaining that. It's taking that kind of warfare and breaking it down in simple terms and explaining it to regular people. That's what that movie did. And I understand it because I'm a modern warfare guy. I'm a strategist. I know U.S. history, military history. But I like that movie because you don't have to be me. You don't have to know history or military to watch that movie and understand, like, oh, wow, that's how they won. It's a cool flick. So The King on Netflix. So that's my homework for you. You got to watch that one. And it's easy to watch. In a heartbeat, and you're like, oh, wow, that's kind of cool. So, yeah. So it's a good movie. Watching wise, watch a lot of TV, watch a lot of movies, but you don't have time. Yeah, you ain't gonna have time. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna need my. So that's the production assistant. What?
What's gonna work? I don't have your Amazon. Oh, actually, I could get it.
It'll work. So now we're gonna go to music. I'm gonna see what Christelle's listening to. I'm gonna follow up with her. That thing's still working Instagram, right? We got to cut. All right, thank you guys for watching on both Instagram and, of course, KP Studios. We got Facebook, and this will be up on YouTube as well. And I'm going to say it again. What's your handle on Instagram?
Yeah.
Then she doesn't.
I just looked it up.
Anyway, okay, so go to Christelle's Instagram. Follow her on there, Christelle Noel. Go to mine. Mine's really easy too. SuperMex International. That's easy. SuperMex International on Instagram. Go to SuperMex International on YouTube, and then go to SuperMex International, SuperMex Nation on Facebook, and you got it all covered because we're going to do more to help this young lady even after this show. I'll be posting into my group, having things said or talk to the group to support her on her quest to be #1 in the world, right? That's the whole point. All right, so what we're going to do now is, so we go to our music. So for you guys out there that are experts or pros with me, have been with me a long time, you guys know it's real simple. So what we do is we, what the heck?
I'm coming.
Why is this not?
It's loading.
Is that it?
Yeah. Okay. So.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Your stuff.
No, it won't be in there.
Okay. So search.
Okay, so we got what we need. Okay, so we asked our special guest to give us 3 songs that they're listening to right now, and then 2 songs that are kind of throwback songs. So every time I have a younger person, a high school student, or somebody that's younger than 18, 19, 20, have them come on the show, they all do the same thing. They go back to songs that their parents have been playing them since they were this little. So it ends up being their parents' song, but that's cool too. That's how we learn, right?
Yeah.
You listen to your parents' music, and then you listen to your own, and then you have a little bit of mix of everything. But it educates you a little bit on some old stuff that we used to listen to. So we're gonna play Christelle's music, and if I can shade her out a little bit and add to what she's doing to kind of get a handle on her vibes. Okay, so what do we got first? Oh, I got to do that. Don't let me forget to give a shout out to your sponsor before we get the hell out of here. Okay. Song titles. Okay, so first one, this one's current. Hillsong United, is that it? Is this it here? Yeah, okay, so by Hillsong United. That's the name of it? Okay.
You got it?
I got it. I'm not finding it. How do I back out? No.
Hit click Hillsong. Oh no, it's right there. It's right there. Click that one.
The song? No, that's the album.
Girl, which one is it? Try to do
Let me just get the song.
Get it on your phone, baby.
There we go.
Oceans.
It's awesome.
You fall asleep.
It's a Christian song.
Thank you. You would know. He's calm and he's Richard. Hey, don't make fun of my baby.
I'm making fun of her. I'm like, all right, that's bad news, man. You guys gonna make me look bad. I'm like, I'm gonna be the one that looks like the bad guy.
You need something to calm her.
Just for that, I'm gonna play Billy Idol because I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. How did that work out? Okay, so talk to me. Why that song?
It calms me down and I just get in my mindset.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Headphones on?
No, I just listen to it.
This isn't like, it's not a warm-up song, clearly.
No.
That's not a warm-up song. That is not a warm-up song.
Or when I'm stressed before I warm up. I listen to it.
Oh, okay. You make a heathen. Actually, you're not. It's them. It's the audience. The audience is making me feel like heathen. For making me, I didn't know that was a Christian song. Man. Listen, for the record, it's not like I didn't listen to Christian rock back in the old days. I did. Listen to a little bit of Christian rock. I know a little bit. So this is a Christian group.
Yes.
And Christian group. How long you been listening to this group?
Since I was little. Like really little.
You know, I think you're little right here.
Oh, like 9.
All right, so not. So who got you into this? Parents? All right, okay. No, that's what they're gonna get on. That's what they're gonna get on. They're gonna get on. The audience is gonna get me. Okay, so I learned something today. That's why I do the show, by the way. It isn't just to be on air with people. I do it to learn things from others because if I don't know it, I want to know. Okay, so the song is Oceans, and the group is Hillsong United. All right, I might have to take a poke at that and listen to that. I listen to classical, old school classical, like way back. So I'll take a poke at that. And listen, the truth is, like you said, everybody needs something a little bit to relax to, right? Yeah. I need that too every once in a while. You know, I'm kind of like, rah. I'm always like that. I need to relax every once in a while too. Okay, so just because of that, get rid of that mess. Come on. So what I do is I play one of your songs and then one of mine.
Okay.
See if I can match. But I already, because you made me feel
You got changed.
like
You better be planning on
I literally play off of what they're doing. The bad guy. That's just without someone do much. Come on. Artist, right? Wrong. Getting there. Man, I don't like these.
iPhones.
Okay. There we go. That's what I'm going to play because you made me feel like a bad guy. You don't like that song? You're gonna get a laugh. You made me the bad guy. All right, 1 for 1. I did not see that coming. I listened to that song. Where'd you hear that?
Which one?
This one right here.
Oh, it just came on one day on the radio, and so I was like, oh.
That was not that new. That's a while ago. Do you like that song?
Yeah.
Also not a warm-up song.
I don't
Normally-
warm up.
You don't?
No, I just
You just
stand
go out there and you just go out there and watch this. You go out there and whoop that butt.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Fair enough. All right, Riptide by Vance Joy. Dig on this song. You can take it.
I was scared of the kiss on the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. You're just a sister in a dream.
Good song. Good song. Okay, so now I'm thinking. So that's what I do normally is like I wait for the guests to pick their songs, kind of put them on the spot because I want what you're thinking right now. You know what I mean? If I call you like weeks in advance, you're like, oh man, maybe this will be that. I don't want you to think about it. I just want you to like, what are you listening to right now? What are some songs you really like that you have to listen to because of parents or older? So I do like that dude. He's good. And that is on a list that I have. So you may not know. So the last 2 or 3 months, it's almost 3 months now. All of February, all of January, I've been working on one list, in addition to others, but one list that is the best songs of the entire decade of the 2010s. That's like your whole life. All of the 2000s. So from 2010 all the way up to 2019 and finishing, I'm working on a list, a playlist that is all of the best songs that I listen to. And I listen to just about everything. So there is hip hop, there's alternative, there's country's a separate list, but I listen to that too. Tradition. So same. All right, but I thought you'd get a kick out of that because the names.
Yeah.
And I literally just thought of that right now. If you have a big music library, you can pull up stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one I do not know. Is it?
No.
No?
No.
Is it a Christian song?
Yes.
Okay, man, I'm doing that. Oh man, there's no more bad guy songs I'm gonna be able to play. You are literally, you know what you're doing? You're exposing me for being a heathen.
She listens to all kinds.
Okay, you're exposing me for being a heathen. I don't know that song. Mercy Me. That's it right there. That should tell you something. I haven't been listening to any Christian music.
It's
I just thought of a song. Anyway, the song is Flawless by Mercy Me.
Got to be more than
I like that.
back and forth, from doing right to doing wrong. 'Cause we were taught that's who we are. Won't get in line right behind me. You along with everybody, thinking there's worth in what you do. Then like a hero who takes the stage with.
All right, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. All right, up on that mess. Mercy Me is the band. The song is Flawless. So you listen to other stuff of theirs? Or just this
yes.
one? Just,
No, I like this one in particular. But I
yeah,
listen to
but you
this
know
one.
the band, you've been listening to them. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. You're educating me, see? But you've already made me the bad guy, and it's on air, and it's for thousands of people to watch. I'm the bad guy. That's all right. You're a good girl, so I can be the bad guy. But you also, because of that last one there, you've exposed me as someone who does not listen to Christian music lately. I used to listen to Christian rock a long time ago, but I do not anymore. You've exposed me for not listening to Christian music. So since you've exposed me, there's only one song to listen to. Because I'm a heathen.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse.
All right, I'm having some fun with you. You made me a heathen, but I do like that song.
Yeah.
That was a favorite band, I think, for the most part. All right, not doing too bad. So Oceans by Hillsong United, Riptide by Vance Joy, Flawless by Mercy. I did not know those. I played Billie Eilish, I'm a Bad Guy. I played not Vance Joy. I played Foy Vance. You're gonna be thinking about that one later, and they're good. That's a good group, or the guy. He's a really good artist. And then Heathens by 21 Pilots that you also kind of like too.
Yeah.
So we got two more for you guys out there for your listening. This is like you're kicking off the weekend on this viral weekend. Everybody's locked in or having to do their own thing, and you can't be out in large numbers, but you can still interact and talk to people or watch people online. That's a cool way to get your message out, right?
Yeah.
And you got some old school stuff right here. This is some old school good juju. All right, person. So you listen to this stuff?
Yeah.
This is dance. You dance?
Not really.
No?
No.
You don't dance?
No.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay. My old friends and others will recognize this one. It's easy. Let's get that up. That's the explicit version. All right, Hypnotize, B.I.G. All of you guys that are old enough to song, if you know anything about rap or hip hop going back to the 90s, you know that. So now you're gonna make me do that. And I can't be doing explicit lyrics. That one had lyrics. That's bad news.
You pressed on it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Where?
The one that said that.
There you go. You're helping me. All right, so what am I gonna do for you? There's only one thing to do. Watch this. So if you're gonna play Biggie, then I'm gonna need to play Tupac. Want some of this? We'll get that. All right, easy enough. I mean, so this was before your time. All right. There was Biggie and there was Tupac, and they were at each other's throats. They ended up killing each other. Not a fit, each of them, but both of those two ended up. Let me see if I can find it. That's education. Every good young homie and homette should know this and have it in their background somewhere. That is a must. Pretty good for a Sunday, huh?
Afternoon, me and the crew just jamming the oldie tune, sipping on a cold bottle of brewski. Gave over swift, he passed it back to me. Right about then, like other homies, Mike, Eli, DJ, Snoop, Bill, and Larry, buzzing it off the ice.
All right, there you go. That is a must. You know the song. You have to. So there's a couple that, I'm gonna have to do a list of this too. If you're a Mexican American, you grew up in this, this area, California, Pacific Southwest. That you gotta know, and then Kid Frost, La Raza. You gotta know that song too. So there's a handful of good rap songs that are done by Mexican folk that you just kind of need to know. So if you don't know, now you know. That's a rap too. That's a rap too. Because if you don't know, now you know. All right, so don't clown on Brown, Juanita. That's some personal jokes. Okay, so. We've got your songs. Let's run the songs so you guys get them, and then we'll post them out. I'll post these up later tonight. So Christelle's songs were Oceans by Hillsong United, Riptide by Vance Joy, Flawless by Mercy Me, Hypnotized by Biggie Smalls, It Was a Good Day, Cube, and I countered with, what did I have? I'm a Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. I played Be the Song by Foy Vance. That's one you guys may not know. and then I played Heathens by 21 Pilots. I did Tupac, California Love, Shade of Brown. There's 10 songs. So you've given me some songs to listen to, some that I did not know, making me feel like a heathen, making me feel like a bad guy. And I've given you a few songs that if you didn't know, now you know. You can add them to your repertoire. All right, so we're at about, where are we time-wise? Okay, we're doing okay. So we're going to finish up here. We'll say a few things before we head out here, but we're going to cut off, and then immediately after, in about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, the Glam Show is going to start with Gabby Martinez. She's going to come on, and they're going to revise their conversation from last week with their crime partner. We'll get to that in a second. But I want you guys to stay. So we're going to do a few necessary things to do before we cut out, before we say goodbye to Christelle. However, you need to stay because we're running a program, the Glam Show, immediately after this program. Just stay tuned. We'll break for a second, and you guys can come right back on. And then I'll jump on and probably get into Facebook, try to piddle with you guys and cause you damage. Okay. So you want to read them?
Yes.
So these are Christelle's thank yous.
Thank you for sponsoring Weird Ear Gear, Hair by Nicole, Acupuncture by Shirley McWilliams, sorry. And thank you to all my main coaches, or my main coach, Monty Buckley.
And all the non-main coaches that will not be named, but she got number love for you anyway.
She's the original Bucky trainer.
Yeah, she got number love for all the other coaches too. That there's too many of you, right? There's too many to name. But that's hard for all those other coaches because they're like, hey, I helped out a little bit. And the truth is, you can have your main coaches, but you're still going to need help. And then as you grow and you get better, you're going to need other coaches too. That add to your game and then make you a little bit better so we can get you to number one, right? That's all coming. You're going to get there, especially once you start doing more nationally, you'll get more national.